真的抱歉呐，我也不知道是我的问题还是电脑，还是推起，到底是谁的问题，我也不知道啊。好啦，那真的没办法看推起的话，我只好乖乖的好吧，乖乖的等推2吧，我也没办法。
I need to get myself oriented. Let's talk later.
Sure thing, Will. Good to have you on board. Sounds like the director's about to start. Come on, let's get the good seats.
才开个屁啊！我是连 San Francisco 的啊，还是没有画，是没有那个。哪里头嘞？
We are at war, and not the one we were expecting. Groom range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary strategic command center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Falk, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons, and when they do, we shall annihilate them. I give you new orders. Survive, adapt, win. Welcome to XCOM.
XCOM.
A year? Will! You can't go on for a year!
I'm sorry. The country needs me.
Your family needs you.
No!
It's okay, Richie, it's okay! Get on the ground!
No, I can help them. Let me help them!
Will! Carter! Hey, Will, wake up!
What?
Jesus, Carter. How is it you look worse than before you went to sleep?
I'm fine. And you yelling for me to wake up doesn't help.
I wasn't the one yelling.
What did I say?
Something about a fire. I don't know. I guess after the morning you had, it makes sense.
No, this wasn't about that. It wasn't about Groom Range.
Well, my guess is you're not the only one having nightmares after this morning. Head shrinking's gonna be a big business after this war. If there isn't after this war. Christ, that was dark. Anyway, Falk's looking for you. Wants you in his office, ASAP.
I'd better go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
5.
Damn thing's doing it again.
哇，这都是他们的资料，对不对？
Carter, you hearing this?
威廉他的资料，他的妻子、孩子都在战争中丧命，酗酒。啊，我们的主角会酗酒，算了，这些都是以前的事情。
Just running it over to the armory.
I wasn't told about any deliveries.
In case you haven't noticed, things are moving.
没办法。
2. Message repeats. 2, 5, 0.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
You probably ought to run that by Operator Chelsky across the hall. Might be important. What is it, Will?
The old man say what he wanted with me?
Ha! Guess you don't know him all that well yet. The director doesn't tell anyone anything he doesn't think they need to know.
Well, I guess you can't really hold knocking off for a few against me, seeing as how we seem to be in our office and our quarters.
Yeah, I guess some parts of the emergency plan leave something to be desired. Ah well, it'll be just like college, right?
Yeah, except I stayed in Mrs. Hawthorne's boarding house back in Terre Haute. Had my own bathroom and everything.
Wow, ain't you fancy.
I'd better go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Because rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public panic level in check.
I'll try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
Isn't the enemy jamming all communications?
Yes, most broadcasting equipment is facing heavy interference, cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
Then how are you...
Our equipment is significantly more robust. We're still communicating at approximately 90% of effective range. The best of the best, you know.
Thanks for the information.
Just doing my job.
我再回去找他讲话。我们这么闲干什么？便条。不要跟他讲话。不是啊。我去找那老头。
You were there. You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... his file paints a different picture. Speak of the devil.
Carter, good. Agent Weaver is afraid you don't play well with others. I tend to see that as an asset.
这女的来，然后走出去，吓我一跳。我想说，我刚才这样子，怎样？喂，回来了没见？
What do you want from me, sir?
You're not here in this facility by chance. I brought you here quite purposefully. I've been following your career for some time.
You brought me here? I seem to remember it was me who saved your ass when hell broke loose. You may have arranged the ride, but...
And I would have expected nothing less from you. I appreciate what you did back there, but I also expected it of you. I knew you had it in you. You understand that?
Yeah, I think I see where you're coming from. You see some magic spark in me that the rest of the brass can't see.
No, not the brass. It's you who refuses to see it. Ever since the loss you suffered. And I'm sorry for that loss, Carter, but I don't think you're meant to sit it out on the sidelines. I think it's time you got another shot at being the agent you were meant to be.
You have been doing your homework. What do, just watch people for a living? You are right about one thing, though. I'm not gonna sit back while this country gets ripped apart by these freaks.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I'm heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.
I'm heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.
To conclude, all signs show a pattern of systemic interference that cannot be explained by known enemies. Excellent work as always, Falk. But I'm not sure what you're suggesting. These activities aren't from the Reds. They aren't from any known source on Earth, so we must examine alternative sources. You mean to say, aliens? It's more likely than you think. We cannot afford to be caught off guard. Oh, okay, Myron. I think you've been working too hard. Take a little time off, maybe a vacation, and... No, listen, this is too important to ignore. My My team has already uncovered a half-dozen potential cases of outside interference. No, you listen. I have a meeting with the generals in 2 days, and I will not have you make no laughing stock out of this department. We're already talking about cutting funding, and if that happens, you and your team will be out. Do you understand? Yes, Director. Perhaps you're right about that vacation. That's more like it.
那反正就是2个人在对话，比如像是说你要帮我做什么事之类的吧。诶，在这里。
Yes, sir?
Radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First, set the range to...
What?
Set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
Set the frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
Yes, sir?
What does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line? You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
Nothing as heavy-handed as that. Just a series of emergency preparedness tests. They'll be tense, but orderly.
Thanks for the information.
Just doing my job.
Okay, oh, 你在这，在这窗啊。刚随便按的那个，最后我就按对了的。现在看不出来。你现在要干嘛？走出去。
Welcome aboard, sir.
What do they look like?
I heard some of them look like us.
No way. I've seen them. They look like some kind of... I don't know, some kind of monsters or something. You lost, pal? Well, ready room's that way. How's it going, Agent Carter?
Yes, Director. I'll tell him right away.
Take a seat, gentlemen. Director Falk has personally chosen you for this initiative, and I will be your team leader.
The old man just called down. Says one of the scientists is missing. Disappeared, along with his research in high explosives.
Does Falk think he's gone rogue?
Maybe. We can't risk a panic. Nils is tracking him down, but you need to get a team ready to help, quick and quiet.
And it brings all the normal risks of any field work involving hostiles. Yes, but Director Falk said something about unusual subjects. Yes, they might be different.
This is a list of available agents. Falk has gathered everyone he could find from all the agencies. All of them specialists, all of them the best at what they do.
Investigating the exact nature of their organization. Oh, understood. I think you can put us up against anybody in the world, sir. Yes, well, about that.
嗯，还是没得选。皮色。啊，就后面3只啊。这好像不太一样。有功能之类的。我操，还要练他们啊！ 那我带这2只了。选好了。
Carter, I chased the infiltrator to the morgue. There's no way out of there.
Wait for me, Nils. I'll get your back.
I'll wait as long as I can, but we can't risk leaving him with those explosives.
I'm on my way.
Carter, head through the armory and take a left for the elevator. I'll send your team up to join you.
Damn it, Nils. Hold on.
走出去是不是就出任务了？这个是这样。哇！
Attention, code blue, Main 4. Sky Ranger Charlie 42 inbound with heavy casualties. Medical units at Main 4, code blue.
No good.
Agent Nils is inside. He ordered us all out here.
I'll handle this.
秘密实验室也太大了。哎，我们蹲出来叫踉跄。 什么踉跄？难道这里有外星人？懒得收拾。哎，我刚拿步枪变小枪。
Oh Christ, Nils.
Nils 爆开了。
Do not grieve. He died well.
Why? Why kill Nils? Why attack our world?
You do not understand. This world is no longer yours. But you will learn. Mosaic will teach you.
What the hell is Mosaic?
Mosaic is the truth that humanity shall come to know. It is unfortunate that you will not be here to witness.
Yeah, well, I know one truth that you don't.
And what is that?
You're surrounded.
Enemies engaged!
要跑去哪？我在干？他还有那个。他两层小。 小只人，小只人叫赛多什么的。
They're all dead. Let's get moving.
Cease fire, fellas. He's worth more to us alive. Let's get him into custody. I got the infiltrator, Falk. Alive.
Good work. You and Agent Nils, report to...
Nils is dead. I told him to wait for backup, but he went in without me.
Understood. Meet me in ops. We've got work to do.
救不到他，没救到。回来了。
You get him, Carter?
Yeah. I got him.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Nils. He's gone.
Damn it.
I should have been there.
Listen, I gotta head out. Director's got us on a recon mission. When I get back, we'll raise a glass to Nils.
All right. Good luck, Agent De Silva.
I don't need luck. And the name's Nico. Will.
Nico. 不是啊，差点中邪。你们就等我一起下楼，真贴心。就甘心哎，你可不可以借抽一下？连鸟都不鸟，脸好凶哦。 老兄，你楼层到了还没下气？
Another circuit blown. We ought to leave the lab out of power for a day or two.
可以跟他讲话。
I still can't believe we're fighting the green men from Mars.
They're not green, and they're not from Mars.
As long as you can still shoot them, we've got a fighting chance.
We'll make it through this, old-timer.
Did you have something on your mind?
What's the status of our arms and ammunition?
We're loaded with all the small arms you can carry, but we're still short on the big guns. Still, it should serve us for now.
Thanks. That's all I need.
You go put that gear to good use, Agent Carter.
有点俄罗斯枪的感觉。
Hey, you're Carter, aren't you? Good to have you aboard.
Training hard, Agent?
You bet. You testing something out? Hey, what do you say about a little competition?
Maybe. What are you thinking?
Those targets light up one at a time. Bet I can hit them before you.
需要练习啊，练个屁啊！赶快去杀外星人啊！再往上。
There you are, Agent Carter. Just a moment, please. If you will spare a moment, I am Dr. Heinrich Dresner, and I have been expecting you.
That's nice, Doc, but I got a report to...
I assure you, Herr Falk will be glad that we spoke. After all, we shall need new weapons to fight this war, and my laboratory shall be where they are created. Any weapons you retrieve from the field, we will be glad to study and convert for your use.
You know much about these outsiders and their technology?
I have been working with Herr Falk for nearly as long as he has suspected their existence. And since the attack, I have had so much more material to study.
Try not to sound so cheerful, Doc. We lost a lot of good men that day, and we just lost another.
I am sorry, William, but I hope to prevent more losses just as you do. In fact, I came here to give you this. Our first discovery.
Sure, but what is it?
The Venbrace was designed for close-range attacks to augment your fisticuffs. Against a wounded target, its effects can be devastating. But more importantly, it can be modified to allow the capture and use of the outsider weaponry.
This could have come in useful a few minutes ago.
Ah, but you cannot simply take their weapons. First, you must find one that has not yet been imprinted to the enemy's...
Every minute we waste could mean another life.
My apologies, William. Just take the brace, and I will let you know when it can help us.
Thanks, Doc. And maybe our new research subject can help with your next breakthrough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go speak with the director.
Thank you, William. Come back anytime.
再帮他顺便帮他调查点东西。回来了，他刚不是。
Agent Carter, your report.
The bastard got Nils. This cannot happen again, Falk. Killing Nils? Christ, we're lucky that's all he managed to do.
Agent Nils' loss will be felt throughout the organization. But right now, we have bigger problems.
His loss? God damn it, we need to stop these bastards. And we need to do it now. Do you understand that?
Calm yourself, Agent. We all agree they have to be stopped. I believe that our best hope for doing so is to recover Dr. Alan Weir from Rosemont University.
No, what we need to do is put a stop to the enemy.
Agreed. And we can do both. There's been another attack. The target is Rosemont University.
A civilian target? Why?
Because Dr. Weir's research can tell us what the enemy wants, how they think, and how to stop them. We need him on the team if we want to survive. And you know better than anyone that surviving is the first step to striking back.
All right. Let's go get him.
Good man. When you're ready, bring up the tactical map on that terminal, and your team will be dispatched. Make sure you've got everything in order around the base. Team selected, weapons set, no outstanding business. You never know how long you'll be out on a mission. They're hitting us from all sides. We've yet to discern a pattern driving the invasion, but we have managed to assign mission priorities. As potential missions and reports come in, they'll be posted here, and I'll trust you to select which is the most pressing.
我看任务，不是这个任务。 美国跑，这么远，这个糟糕的情况。看来这个才是主线，能接主线就好了，支线太累了，太多了。应该也是外星人打而已。其实也这一段没那么多了，这个我还要简介一下下午跟刚才忽有忽没有的影片，干那个Twitch 不知道是台风影响吗？我连亚洲不是我反正我家一直连那个新加坡的伺服器就会不行，是连。一下看起来又好，一下又看起来怪怪，应该是好，希望会好。我要去接博士啊！整个美国都陷入外星人恐慌。
Carter, I found a place to set down a couple of clicks away. I'm grounded until that AA gun is out of commission.
Getting the doctor won't do us much good if you can't get us out of here.
That's a solid copy, Carter.
Understood. First we take out the AA gun and get you back in the air. Then we find Dr. Weir and get him out of here.
算了，就开到这哈。那明天下午继续打这个吧，继续把它弄完。然后再来的话是，应该是恶灵古堡6，跟我朋友再打一次。我自己是已经打完一圈了，大概这样吧。对吧？大概这样。好了，那谢谢大家收看了。今天前段就是各种断线就非常抱歉了。那影片到这了，谢谢大家收看。